John Mellencamp reminds us of his distaste for small talk. I'm John Bowden from rockhistorymusic.com. It's no surprise that the singer is not big on, well, he doesn't suffer fools. He just doesn't have the time. I remember in 1979, I had just moved from a small town in Miramichi, northeast New Brunswick, to a big city, Edmonton. I was 19 years old, and I was in a record store called Kelly's. And I walked in, and they were in the middle of the instrumental break from I Need a Lover by Mellencamp. Well, John Cougar back then. And I went up to the person behind the counter and said, "Who is this guy?" And the second I asked, they started singing, I Need a Lover Who Won't Drive Me Crazy. And I thought, my God. And when you're 19 and you have your first adult job and you're buying all the vinyl you can, it's a different world. And I remember Mellencamp Cougar was a big part of that for me. Through the years, I've gone through the gamut of wanting to meet rock stars and being starstruck by them a little bit. But then after 34 years of radio, it loses its shine a little bit, and the term "be careful to meet your heroes" has some credence to it. You start realizing that some people you don't want to meet. And I've asked myself many times, would I want to meet John Mellencamp? I really thought that in the beginning, but the more I studied the guy, the more I realize he's just himself. Don't come into an interview unprepared. Know what you're going to do. I've known many colleagues who have basically been I've interviewed him, and he seemed like a nice guy, but they always thought, he had that edge was still around. So I still would like to talk to John Mellencamp. When I released, remember when he had the box set of his entire catalog remastered? Maybe 3 years ago. I started doing videos around that time, and I did a video for that, and he shared it on his either his website or his Twitter, which I thought was really nice, and it was also worth 20,000 hits overnight. Well, he told People magazine, "I don't really plan. I've never really cared about my image, just about my family and my kids. Why would I care what some guy on the internet thinks?" And there's always this image that Mellencamp lives in Indiana 24 hours a day. He says, "It's truly a misconception because I'm always doing something. The idea that I'm in Indiana all the time has always been a misconception for the past 40 years. I go there when I get a chance." Mellencamp says he doesn't play the game. He won't go to some place if he doesn't feel like it. A lot of the times through his career, and you can imagine, there'd be a manager or a publicist says, "You got to be there for sure." There was this certain club, a popular club called CBGB's, that he was invited to, and his response, "I don't want to be here, I don't know these people, and I was not put on earth to make small talk." His new album is called Sad Clowns and Hillbillies, and it's out now, and the tour starts on June 5th. Make sure you check out our other videos. We've got tons. We've got actually hundreds of videos in the genre of classic rock, what they were doing then and what the heck they're up to now. Also, subscribe to our videos and comment on our videos and share them if you can. There's links also to our Facebook and my Facebook group, my Rock History Book Facebook group, a lot of things, our Twitters and all that stuff. I'm John Bowden from Rock History Music.